One.
And we're back. It's been a hot minute.
Been a
I'm
while.
so sorry. We're working on it. We're actually cooking through the actual shows. We're
Yeah.
just catching up on PowerPoints. I always forget how much of an effort it is to do these until I'm actually in it. Today, though, we have a kind of a special episode, a bit of a shorter one. We're doing the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie.
Movie time.
Yep. And now you will recall that I did mention this when I went over season 3. But in terms of timeline, of when this came out, so this actually came out before season 3. But we
Yep.
didn't do it before season 3 for a reason. Because there's several spoilers that I wasn't even aware of, honestly, because I grew up with this movie. I could quote it. I know the soundtrack. It's
It's a good
literally,
soundtrack. It's a good soundtrack.
it's incredible,
A good soundtrack.
so I wasn't aware because I obviously didn't watch much of season 3 growing up of how much crossover there was. They basically did this movie and maybe it flopped because then they were
Possibly.
like, all right, we're gonna do season 3 and change all the stuff. So let's get into it. Like I said, we're kind of after season 2, before season 3, but this is just kind of like an aside story. It's not really like plot continuing. It's just like, oh, this also happened.
I don't even know if that's true. I don't even know if this is also. I don't think anything in the movie happened in the show. Technically, this is like multiverse.
Yeah, this is like not.
This is like
I
Bad
think it was
Dream.
supposed, but I think it was supposed to be canon, and then
Yeah. Then
they were like,
swapped
"Oh
everything.
no, it's not canon anymore." So this is.
I mean, yeah,
canon.
you'll see the similarities because there are stuff that as you'll see that does transfer to the show, but there's a lot that doesn't, and then it makes you scratch your head on why even have the movie. Like,
Yeah.
kids must have been so confused.
I would have been lost. I would have been lost truly if I saw the movie and then went into season 3. I'd been like, and I was a child with my pea brain. I wouldn't have understood. Okay, so we're gonna start off. The opening scene is some extreme sports.
Yeah, the first.
The squad is in a plane. They're in a plane because they are going to be skydiving
Naturally.
for charity, as they do. Bulk and Skull are here, of course. They're also planning on skydiving as well. They're like worried, and the crew's like, "You guys aren't looking forward." Of course, they're all in their colors, whatever. They're in the sky. Tommy literally jumps out on a freaking snowboard.
Snowboard, dude. That's so funny.
Just
That's the
snowboarding.
go. The go right there.
And they're all doing like crazy tricks in the air. They're like flipping. They're meeting up. Like Tommy's like doing a twirly spin going down. Absolutely insane. Bulk and Skull basically like wait a really, really long time until like the pilot's like, "Hey, like I'm running out of fuel. You gotta jump." And so when they jump, they actually end up landing in a construction site.
Oof.
So yeah, they don't make it to the charity event, which is unfortunate. But this charity site or this construction site becomes quite important because, of course, the construction workers uncover, this whatever. It's a symbol on the ground. It's obviously like a chamber of some sorts. Looks very scary. And they're like, "What if we opened it?"
Naturally.
So we gotta open it. But my question is, if I was the foreman, like, I'm pissed. Like, y'all wasted an hour doing this when you're supposed to be building.
Well, how do you build, like, what if there's supposed to be like a daycare center over, ancient ritual alien tech? You can't have that. Like, what's the permit to, because that's where the water supply is supposed to go.
There was no protocol. I think that was my problem.
The handbook doesn't cover this, boss.
Yeah, they just went in. They're like, "All right, like hook up the crane." They open it. A claw with a purple egg comes out, right? And they're like, "Ooh, don't know what that is." One of the guys like tries to go up and touch it. He gets like shocked and he is like unconscious.
There's always a guy, dude. There's always a guy on the team.
Yeah, so that guy, he obviously, he's on workers' comp. He's not coming back for a while. And this at the same time, now the kids, after they skydived, they are now doing extreme roller blading around Angel Grove, flipping with their knee pads and elbow pads.
Safety first. Safety
and helmets.
First. Power Rangers are all about safety first.
They hear about it, Zordon's like, "Hey, y'all gotta head to the construction site." something's afoot, right?
Something's going on.
So I want to point out this next slide is literally just all the changes that were in, like everyone just looked super odd, right? So here's Zed and Rita, which to be fair is just a different actress for Rita. This wasn't
Yeah.
a big change. Zed was like a little bit more shiny.
He was
It's not like
chromed
super
out.
Yeah,
he was
really
chromed
chromed.
out. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
weird looking. He was shiny.
hmm This pig guy was there.
I
I
forgot about him.
don't know if they were like trying to go off of like everyone loved Pudgy Pig, let's bring him back, but it's like this guy that's wearing a monocle and he's like he's just there. He's another guy with Goldar. Also Goldar
Goldar
looks super
looks
weird.
terrible in
Like
this
why
movie.
does he look like that? He's all smooth. They smoothed him.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he's on CeraVe.
And his head is very small. Zordon looks like
Oh
this.
my god, the war, dude. He looks like the pig guy.
He looks like he's made of Play-Doh.
Yeah,
This is Mr. Potato Head adjacent. Alpha looks somewhat similar, but her like the chest piece is all different and like the little bit different coloring on the
chromed out as well.
head. Yeah. And then these are going to be the outfits that the Rangers are morphing into, which they try to pretend like we should just be like, oh yeah. Oh
They
yeah.
look like literal action figures. It was very weird. Like they have pieces. The photos might be hard to see, but they have like plastic pieces on all their joints. Yeah, they have plastic pieces, and then like they have joints.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So don't know who was in the design room on this. When I was younger, loved it. Was a big fan. I thought I was like, this is so cool. Probably because I didn't know any different, but maybe it did well for like the younger population that watched this, because I don't remember having a problem with it. But then when we were watching it again, I was like, ooh, those are kind of weird. Like honestly, the suits don't really bother me as much as like the helmets. Like the Pink Ranger's helmet, she looks so square.
Yeah,
like look at her jaw.
Everything on this slide pissed me off during the movie. Everything on this slide made me angry while watching the movie.
And also like each of them, like, they just had different weapons, and also like there was like random like new things. Like the Yellow Ranger's helmet had like and the Red Ranger's helmet like turned small, and he's like, oh, let me use my heat vision.
Yeah, it was. There's a Pink Ranger in the back looking squarehead back there.
So square. So
looking
square.
Like Stanley Bob.
So, yeah. Anyways, just a lot of change. And I don't know if they were just like, maybe they did this so that they could see what was working and what wasn't working, like what the audience would be okay with. Obviously, from the fact that season 3 came out and none of these changes stayed.
It's weird. Yeah, once again, this happens before season 3. So all this outfit, Goldar looking weird, Zed chromed out, the pig guy, Zordon looking weird. It all goes back to normal during the actual season. But so also, like, yeah, I the only one that might have been cool was the Alpha rework, but even then, the original design was just better.
Yeah. So. Or maybe it was just like a different, like, but I don't know, they got the original cast for the Power Rangers, so I'm not really sure, like, there was a different writer, different director, and they're like, yeah, for the movie, we're going big.
We're going big, guys. We're going big and blocky.
We're going big and weird.
And smooth.
Big and weird and smooth.
Big,
smooth
weird, and smooth.
Smooth is in, rough is out. Okay, back to the storyline. We are going to meet the ultimate villain. But really, the sticking point of this movie is that it did have the ultimate villain, which is Ivan Ooze.
The best part.
It had this guy. It had this guy. Yeah. And comparatively to any villain they ever faced, except for like OGs like Zed and Rita, this guy, he's clocking all of them. Like he is cooking all of them. And he's cool, and he's like actually super evil.
Yeah.
Like, he's genuinely evil. He's a bad guy. And he's mean. Like, I don't know if I have it on here, but, like, at the one point when the Rangers first meet him, he's like, who are you guys? And they're like, oh, we're the Power Rangers. He said, ooh, let me get my autograph book.
He does. He was on
Power
his own. He
Rangers.
was on his
And then
own
he says,
timing.
"Oh, he says so Zordon still has little teenagers doing dirty work." He, I'm Tommy. I'm like, oh, like yeah.
This guy knows. This guy knows.
He roasted them,
Yeah,
and I loved it.
he was the
Roasted
best
everyone.
villain. He was a
Zed and
really
Rita.
well written villain.
He roasts Zed and Rita. He puts them in a little snow globe immediately. He's like, "Yeah, you guys are useless. Like, I'm taking over." Of course, you know, Goldar and the pig guy defect to him to become his little minions, but that's besides the point. So Ivan Ooze, he's kind of like a Sith Lord.
Dude, that's so true. Yeah.
He's kind of giving Darth Sidious with his lightning out of his fingers.
He's like snarky Palpatine. That's what he is. He's like Palpatine with a personality.
Yeah, this is Palpatine if we liked him. This is Palpatine if I was going to invite him over for dinner. It's Ivan Ooze.
Game night Palpatine.
Yes. Yeah, this is Palpatine after a few drinks.
This is Palpatine after a buzzball or two.
Yep. He's got little minions as well. So it's these guys. They're called like his Oozmen or something like that. They scared me as a child. And, you know, that scene where you kind of first initially see the Power Rangers in their new outfits, they're like searching for these guys in a dark, like it's almost like an abandoned parking garage. And it's dark. And they're like sneaking around, and oh my god, I was scared, frightened. Oh, this is a horror movie.
Whoa! I didn't sign up for The Exorcist.
I didn't sign up to be scared, jump scared. So those are the Oozmen, and familiar faces. The Tengus.
Yeah, they changed
instead of the Tengas,
which makes no sense.
These are like apparently
the name.
These Ivan creates from his snot.
That was the difference.
He hopped Tuas onto the ground, and it turns into the Tengus, which are basically the Tengas, but they've got a little bit more purple.
Yeah.
So now you can see why we couldn't have showed this to you before season 3, because there's already some crossover here, because they obviously reworked the Tengus to be the Tengas, and there was a whole other backstory for them. Anyway, so Ivan Ooze comes in. He comes out of the egg. I'm sure you assumed. He kind of cooks the Rangers. He's distracting them with his little Oozeman, and he goes and he breaks into the command center, like super easily. Walks in. He said, "Hey!" Starts playing his little flute. Destroys everything.
Oh my
destroys
god,
everything.
Look at Zordon's dumb head, dude. I hated looking at him.
Zordon's shook. He's like literally, what does he do? Because he's literally just a floating head. He's literally just a floating head at the end of the day. They like absolutely shatters this place to bits. And this is in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
This is the first thing he does.
Which is good, because this new command center was also ugly as hell. Oh my god, why did you show me that slide? Oh my, dude, explain it. Yeah. Oh my.
So, in the process of destroying the command center, apparently he destroys Zordon's tube, which leads to this, which is Zordon in the ashes, so to speak, of his tube, the crystalline ashes. And he's just like, it's actually really like how it looks, because he has no arms and legs. It's just like him in the cloak. So it's just him.
Yeah, like he was in the tube, I guess, but like
he was genuinely in the tube.
Yeah, because throughout, if you remember, during season 1 and 2, when Tommy messed up when he was Green Ranger bad guy, he made them like hang up on Zordon, meaning it was like a telephone situation happening, but Zordon was just in the tube, I guess.
Yeah, I guess they always talk about the morphing grid, he's connected to the morphing grid, and the morphing grid is in the tube. But in this one, it seems like the tube is actually housed him. And then, so he's out of the tube, and he's dying. He's akin to a fish in the way that if a fish is removed from their glass bowl, they start dying. Similar vibes here. Slow death is happening. Alpha's like, Rangers, we gotta do something. So they're like, Well, because Zordon was literally cooked, like we lost our powers. They're you see, as you see, they are demorphed. They are no longer able to morph. And so, of course, I think actually Alpha comes up with this plan because Zordon's dying.
Dora's getting
The rest.
roasted right now, dude. He
Um,
looks like a boiled peanut. Like, what is this?
so Alpha's like, hey, like I know about the great power. It's on this planet, far away. You guys gotta go get it. And then maybe you can use that to defeat Ivan Ooze. And just so you know, like no one's ever been able to get it. Like everyone that's ever
Nope.
tried to get it has died. They're like, all
Have
right,
fun.
good
Have
luck.
fun, Rangers.
Good luck. I'll be taking care of my senior citizen here in the nursing home that I have now created. So, yes, they go to Phaedos is the planet.
Planet Phaedos.
There it is. There they
There they
are
go.
traveling. Thank goodness for teleportation because this is probably in a different galaxy. So realistically, it should have taken them, a few centuries to get there. But it's just a quick hop and a skip
Yep.
when you can teleport. So they go to Phaedos. It's very much just like Earth.
Yeah,
But
breathable air, naturally.
breathable air. There's water. They're
No.
kind of like in the cliffs. This is where the Tengus kind of first fight with them. They get pretty cooked because they don't have their powers.
They're back to normal
Um,
teenagers.
Yeah, and so they kind of have to get saved by the baddie herself. Dulcia. Now Dulcia was gonna
Amazonian
be
woman.
Dulcia's gonna be my bi awakening. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like 5-year-old me, I was like, hang on a second. Hang on.
She got a snatch waist.
Like, hang on, can I like Adam and Dulcia at the same time?
Yep, gotta bring up Adam. Always gotta bring up Adam, huh? Always bringing up Adam. Okay, it's fine, it's fine.
Anyways, Dulcia comes down. She beats up all the Tengu. She like has these
Naturally.
like little things that whistle that they don't like the noise of, so they fly away. And she kind of like rips into the Rangers. She's like, "What are you doing here? Get out! Get out!"
Leave.
And they're like, "We literally can't. Like, we're looking for the great power." She's like, "Yeah, I know. But still leave." And then they say, "Well, but what are we, Zordon?" And she's like, "Wait, Zordon?
Magic
Zordon?
word.
Did you say
Every
Zordon?"
time, dude. Every time dude, whenever they meet any alien, they should just immediately just say Zordon's name. This man got clout.
Yeah.
Okay, this man got clout across the stars, man. Like, just say his name, you're in the club.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
with
Zordon's
the
gonna
or
be
with
like,
the Z.
Zordon's gonna be like that guy that you literally can't bring him anywhere because everyone knows him, and he's like you can't get anything done because he's gonna be stopped and talked to all the time.
Yeah.
Everyone knows him. He knows everyone. It's not just people know him. He knows Dulcia. He knows Dulcia's family story. He
They
knows
talked about it.
her favorite color.
He's
They're
been to the book
friends.
club.
They're friends. So of course she hears that. She's like, "All right, I'll help you. You got
That
me.
easy.
I'll help you." She's like, "Yeah, I'm actually the protector of the great power, so I already know like how to give it to you." She gives them these new fits, which I'm sure you guys are like, "Wait, those look like the ones from season 3." They are.
They are, but they're
They are.
different order. No Ninjor this time.
No Ninjor. Dulcia is the one that gives them
Dulcia's
these
the
power.
one.
And they don't like do the full face wrap. They like when they first have them on, it's just like the over the mouth. So it's not
Yeah.
the full eye coverage. Here's kind of like an up close. So we already know we like these outfits. The main switch on this one actually is that Adam is sad that his ninjetti is a frog.
Which is his Zord.
Yeah. So Dulcia has to kind of hype him up, give him a little pep talk.
The
Like,
frog's cool.
"The frog's cool. Like, oh, come on." Like, but when I was making this, I was like, I would be pissed. Like,
Yeah.
wolf, bear, falcon, ape, and I get a
Crane.
frog.
Yeah, frog is and frog with fatty legs too. Like, it's not even like everybody else is like kind of cool. Like, your frog is just all hind legs.
I just think like, did they do this on purpose? Like, did Adam piss someone off?
At the in the exact office. Give him the
Yeah, they're
frog.
like, give him the frog.
Like, there's no and that's the thing is they have infinite animals to choose
There's
from.
so many other
There's literally
animals.
so many. We gotta wait kangaroo.
Like we just started. Maybe like we're on season 25 of Power
Yeah.
Rangers. Like, yeah, we're running out of
Right,
animals,
animals.
then. But like we started with dinosaurs, so that didn't even really count.
Yeah.
We've only had this one group so far. So yeah, justice for Adam. I'm behind him.
Got a frog.
Actually in season 3, he's happy about the frog. Like he doesn't have any beef with it. But yeah, here in this one, he's like,
Frog sales must have been down. Nobody liked the frog. Like, Adam doesn't like the frog even, Mommy. Even Adam doesn't like the frog.
Yeah, so then kids were starting to go outside and squishing frogs. And they're like, all right, we gotta save the frogs. We gotta save the frogs. So yeah, so they get their new outfits. They go to this, they find this freaking pyramid thing that they have to get the great power out of. They have to fight these like stone men, blah blah blah. Not important, because while they're doing this, Ivan Ooze is planning, he's plotting. And so he's super evil. He's super evil, so he basically transforms himself into this old wizard, which is so funny to me. Like, he could have just appeared as himself. Like, it's not like the kids would have known. I guess they would have been a little more scared, but like, this guy's also scary looking. I guess he's a little bit more human-esque in appearance, but so he disguises himself as this guy. He goes and he's like giving kids Ivan's ooze.
Naturally.
He's like, free Ivan's ooze, free Ivan's ooze. And they're like, what are we supposed to do with it? It's basically the first slime. He's the first slime business.
He's the first slime guy.
Yeah, like we've got fifth graders doing that kind of business now. Ivan Ooze started that. He's the OG ASMR slime.
Such a funny photo.
So
when you take slime from a guy like this, you leave school, the guy just outside. Want some slime, kids? Want some slime?
I mean,
thanks, mister. Thanks,
yeah,
mister.
You know what? I'm taking the slime. I'm getting up in there. That's me.
Oh
me with the slime. So he hands it out to the kids. He said, bring it home, bring it to your parents. For why, you ask? Because the slime has the ability to take over the minds of the parents of Angel Grove.
Naturally. So,
and why does he want the parents, you ask? Because the thing is that Ivan's been plotting. He was placed in the earth by, age-old Power Rangers like 10 million years ago. But he originally had these like big old animatronic Zordy type things that he was using to take over the world. So, but those are like now buried in the earth. So he needs to get those back.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So he takes over the minds of the parents, and then he lays up with his little drinkity winkety, and he has them dig them up for him. So he has them dig up the parts of these Zords, and then he also has them work in the factory to produce, because he has to fill up them with his ooze. So he has them work in a factory to create all the ooze and get it into the animatronics. And then that happens over the course of like somehow like literally just a day. He's able to do all this.
He's an efficient guy.
They're the, Goldar and whatever the pig's name is. They're like, oh, like, what should we do with all these mind controlled parents? And he says, I'm gonna have them leap to their doom.
It was so there, and this made my jaw drop when he said this. He said, like, I don't need you anymore, go walk off a cliff.
And then he said leap to your
yeah, he said go leap to your doom, and they just started. Okay, that's crazy.
He is evil.
Yeah,
like this is genuine evil. Like Zed and Rita would never.
Yeah, this was a good. Yeah, no, I really liked them throughout the entire movie. I really liked them. I also like that you say Goldar and the pig guy. Like that's how much that
I don't know
does
what his
not
name
matter.
Is. Like I think I actually
nobody
did find
does.
It
the actor who played him probably doesn't.
Well, I think I found it when I was making this PowerPoint, and I was like, oh, that's what his name is. Immediately forgot it.
Immediately.
Mind wipe. I did this yesterday, by the way. So, yeah. So whatever. He says, leap to your doom. They're like sick. As you can see, they still have their little factory construction outfits on. They're walking. They're taking their, they got to go all the way across town. So that's going to be for a while that they're saying, leap to our doom, whatever. So these are his guys. His little Zord bugs.
Yeah.
Insects.
CG animation.
Lots of CGI on these guys.
Not in the good way. Yeah, not even in the good. It's like the bad CGI. Like the Shark Boy and Lava Girl CGI. Like
yeah.
Not good. Not good.
Yeah. And if you thought this was bad, the Zords also were pretty CGI'd. So
Oh
sorry about
my.
these pictures. But we already know these Zords because obviously they had them in season 3. But there's the Bear Zord, Wolf Zord, Crane,
Yeah, I don't
Falcon.
like.
Look at the frog.
I
Isn't
would
that
be
the
mad if that was mine
isn't
too.
that the funniest picture you've ever seen of the
What
frog?
is
Look at
that?
him.
It's like
Derp.
his.
Derp
Yeah, it's
face.
like, is that his stomach or his
No, that's
cricket?
his
Like his
face.
ribbit? Is that his ribbit?
That's his ribbit.
That's his ribbit. Yeah, no, I don't know what they were thinking with this.
Me
Like,
taking
cause,
pictures of my cats.
and like the crane's his wings are like see through. You can see the missiles inside.
The crane is literally just a plane. It doesn't look
Oh
anything
no,
like a
wait. Oh
bird.
wait, yo, yeah. Oh wait, is the crane bottom right or?
It's the one with the pink bottom, yeah, bottom right.
Oh
So
my,
the falcon is
the
the one you're talking
missiles.
about. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, I don't know. Yeah, it's just there's one more, right?
The ape.
Oh my.
And you're thinking, "Hey, that looks different." It's because it is quite different from what they ended up doing in the show. And can I just say this is maybe the only change they should have kept? Because our biggest problem in the show was that's just a man.
That's just a dude.
That's just a guy.
Yeah, at
And
least
he
actually, yeah, at
literally
least that one
looks like,
has a monkey face.
yeah, he literally used to look like an ape. And so, confusing there. Should have kept it, but whatever. This is what their Zord looks like. So sorry for the quality. So sorry. Like, this is literally genuinely the best quality photo I could have found.
What were they thinking? Like, genuinely, like, what the? What were they like? It was so bad. Oh
It's just a lot of
God.
CGI. Like, and I think like that was probably during the time where like CGI was like just kind of being used more often, so it probably didn't look as it probably didn't come off as weird. But like now, obviously, like we have good CGI, so we're just like,
Yeah, like it just
yeah. So that's their Zord.
hurts my eyes.
Kind of the ending scene, they come back down with their Zords. They fight the little insect guys. They kill the scorpion in guy, and then there's just the other one left. So then Ivan gets pissed and he like inserts himself into the other one. Oh, sorry. That's what he looks like. There he is. He's in it.
Oh my. What's
So, and he picks up a tower, and that's what he's using to fight them.
naturally?
And so they fly into space because they're like, oh, the only way we can beat him is in space, and because we have to throw him into the sun.
Naturally.
So they go into space. He flies out there with him. They like latch on to him, and then he's like holding on. They're like both rolling towards the sun. And the way that they get him to release and go into the sun is that they kick him in the balls.
In a metal machine, by the way. He merged with a metal insect machine.
Got
And he
him
got
right
kicked
in the gonads.
he got kicked in the gooch, which you can clearly see there is nothing there. But oh my,
Still hurts. Still hurts. Some might say worse than being burned alive. Some might compare
some might say worse than childbirth, which is
Okay.
crazy.
It's wild. Anyways, so they defeat Ivan Ooze. The way that the parents get saved is there's this like little kid that they kind of
The worst trope,
he's
by
there.
the way.
He's a kid. He's like their fan. They're friends with him. Whatever. I'm not really sure how they're related, but his dad is one of the ones that gets mind controlled. So he has to go like gather up the kids. He's like, our parents are gonna kill themselves. Please come help me. And they're like, oh okay. So then they're like all there pushing on him, trying to get him to stop. And then
Which
he
wouldn't
comes
work,
up.
by the way. Which wouldn't work in real life. Like a normal adult human versus like 10-year-old kid, like they are getting shoved to the side, like
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah. But then, he comes up and he sprays them with like hydro powered water, and that breaks the spell.
Naturally.
So they're like right by the edge, like they're literally about to fall off, and they're like, whoa. So parents are saved, sick. Then we go back, to the command center, and obviously Zordon is still in his little thing. So the Rangers, they like gather around him. They're like, all right, time to use our powers.
Morphing grid powers.
See if we can get him back. There's this whole scene where the entire command center fixes. We're like, yay! And then Zordon comes back.
Oh my.
There he is. Hooray. Hooray because he was dead. Hooray because by the time they got there, that man was dead.
He was deceased.
He was unresponsive.
Dead as hell.
So, they bring him back and the day is saved. Thank you, Power Rangers.
Thank you.
And that's the end. So
somebody paid money to see that in theaters.
Somebody paid for the VCR tape, and it was me.
It was. And you
I
thought
can't
this was
emphasize
the
to
best stuff ever.
It is, and it still is. Like, I can't emphasize to you, like, I've probably watched this movie over 50 times.
That's crazy.
It's iconic. But, I know you have feelings about it.
It's something. So. It's something, that's for sure. It is something.
Can you give a rating?
I mean, like, realistically, like, if I'm being honest, and I'm being, like, honest, Ivan Ooze is the movie. Like, he is, like, his dialogue is actually very witty, very funny. He's snarky. He's kind of like Cat in the Hat, Mike Myers, if you saw that, like, kind of snarky. And then he says a joke, and then he's also, like, very evil. Like, it's well written. I liked him a lot. Everything else, I did not like. But overall, he is, like, the main part of the movie, so I still like a 7. Still a 7 out of 10. Because you can't go majority of the movie, and he's in, like, every other scene or so. And when he's on, and when he's there, he is serving. He is serving. He's a good, to the point where, like, I am sad he wasn't the actual villain in season 3.
Yeah, we literally have been saying, like, Master Vile wishes he was Ivan Ooze.
Yeah, Master Vile is like the knockoff version of Ivan Ooze. Which is good, because Master Vile was a good villain, as we discussed. Like, he actually was about that. And he did, the end of the world party, which is something I feel like Ivan Ooze would have did. Like,
yeah.
So, but Ivan Ooze was, like, it's so sad he was thrown away in a movie with this CGI.
Never to be used again.
Never to be used again. Fun fact, out of fighting game history, Ivan Ooze in one of the Power Rangers fighting games from way back is the most broken fighting game character to ever exist. So, in
lore accurate.
Fighting game legacy, he will always be remembered. Luckily,
literally, he's lore accurate.
He is lore accurate, the best fighting game character to ever exist. He's too broken, and that's good. And I'm happy.
And we love it.
That my multiverse collides.
And that's it for this episode.
And that's it. Yeah, very short one.
Yeah,
30 minutes.
We'll be getting into we tried. We'll be getting into Alien Rangers. So
next.
Look forward to that. Whenever I can make the time to do.
All right, thank you everybody. Make sure to comment down below, leave a like, use the new hype feature. Comment down below who your favorite Power Ranger was in the movie and how much you love Ivan Ooze, and we'll see you all again next time. See ya.